In terms of the coming back to life as normal for September, there are many problems that we're going to face. There are many issues, and people have got lots of different situations. They've got people who are shielded and they live with, people vulnerable, etc., etc. So I wanted to take the pressure off. I think now, as time is going on, we've got people that maybe we need to support a little bit more to break down those barriers. And we have a psychotherapist that works alongside us. We have a lot of different well-being routes that we are taking to support people, because we need to now get to some sort of normal and we need to support people in that.
It's critical to really develop everybody a sense of community and a sense of direction and excitement about the ways that we're working as we move forward. Things are never dull, things are always changing, and the landscape within education changes day by day sometimes, and that's really important that we're working together as a collaborative unit, sharing expertise and thoughts and ideas in order to move forwards in the best way that we can for the children that we're all working with in the landscape as the landscape changes and adapts.
None of us know what the new normal is going to look like, do we, in September? So it's hugely important that we have some structures and processes in place that allow us all to be as supportive as possible to whatever that new normal looks like. So that includes governors being able to still visit and carry out their governance work, whether it's visit in person, whether it's visit by technology, but that strategic leadership work has never been more important, particularly around safety, well-being of children and adults. It'll be lovely to see everybody back, it'll be lovely to see all the children back, but it will present its own challenges in terms of that well-being. And governance is a really key part in ensuring that all the systems and processes that allow a positive well-being attitude are in place and are upheld during that time.
It's more about interweaving objectives in rather than creating new ones. And it is about knowing the children, knowing what their capacity for learning is, how quickly you can move learning on. And that's where the support of English leads in school are going to play a huge part, because they have to be the people that are showing the way. They have to be the people that are giving the direction. So they have to understand the position of their school and the position of the English curriculum.
There's going to be a period of time, probably close to 20 weeks for some children, where they will have had little, potentially even no quality level of teaching, quality level of expertise with regards to their mathematics. That's going to create significant gaps. It's very important that teachers recognise that the areas that were not covered at the end of the previous year are going to still need to be touched upon.
However, it will be about individual children and what they need, and about staff planning for the uniqueness of children in the ways that we always have done. I think in terms of early years children moving into Key Stage 1, there will need to be a huge focus on what children have missed from an academic point of view, but what they've missed from a social, emotional point of view. And the recovery curriculum in Year 1 will need to potentially have a bigger focus than the recovery curriculum from an early years context, because it's about those children that have missed out on a good chunk of their early years provision, that will need something that's geared towards them in a context that they're familiar with, in order for their well-being levels to remain high and for them to be in a place to continue to learn.
The personal social health education is fundamental to get children started up in that routine. So for me, yes, we've got gaps to fill. Yes, we'll do whatever analysis is needed, and I know head teachers are doing it now to make up 4 terms in 2 terms, or whatever the issue is. And we will do that, and that is our responsibility, and we have to make accelerated progress. But until those children are ready to learn again, we could be spending hours pouring information into them, and it would be like a colander, it will come straight through. We're going to do this together. We can have individual conversations if some children are not able to hit the ground running in the same way. But we just need them in. We need everybody to be together now.
what we look at, and the reason why we have things like reserve policies, is to make sure that we can ride this wave. But at this point in time, with financing, we're very thankful that the DfE and the government have actually backed us so far with the funding. They've delivered on that and supported that, which means in turn that we should follow through and provide what we promised we should with the schools.
I wouldn't be expecting the curriculum to be normal for at least another year. So I think it's going to take quite a lot of time for schools to carefully decide on the priorities that need to be taught in the autumn term in order for children to make the best progress and continue on their mastery journey.
If they are not feeling safe, secure, happy, they're not going to be in the right place to learn. And so it's absolutely fundamental that we ensure our children are listened to, valued, and we provide the support that is required, bespoke and personalised to those children's needs. In addition to that will be the staff. Every member of staff will be feeling different and have had different experiences during this time. So again, it's important that we listen to our staff, listen to one another, and going back to what's central to our ethos, supporting, encouraging and helping one another.